Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Welcome to video series Learnings from Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. These learnings dedicated to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And today we are going to discuss Shloka 2.64, that is chapter 2, Shloka 64 to Shloka 72. Let's start with prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananshalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guruho Shriyuta Padakamalam Shri Guruna Vaishnavancham Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitancham हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्लोका 64, chapter 2. रागद्वेषो विमुक्तैस्तु विषयानिन्द्रियशरण आत्मवश्ये विधेयात्मा प्रसदमधिगच्छति. Satisfaction. Lord Krishna said to Arjuna that a person who is free from attachment and or detachment and who is capable of controlling the senses is always remain satisfied. While living our day-to-day life, we all have feeling of unsatisfaction in one way or the other. Supreme Lord Krishna through Arjuna telling us that how can we remain satisfied forever? In search of happiness and inadequate knowledge, we all become the victim of unsatisfaction. To overcome from such situation and to become satisfied forever, we must be able to stay neutral in any kind of situation. Whatever would be the situation, happy, unhappy, if we remained neutral, then we can say that we will be walking on a path of true satisfaction. So, how can we achieve true satisfaction? Answer is we must able to remain neutral in both happy, unhappy situations. And to achieve that stage, we must be Krishna conscious. Shloka 65. प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसो ह्याशु बुद्धिः पर्यवतिष्ठते. Satisfaction lead to steady mind and intellect. Lord Krishna said to Arjuna that a person who is satisfied by way of controlling his senses can achieve steady mind and intellect. While living in a material world, we came across many temptations, expectations, which resulted in stress, anger, unhappiness, and unsatisfied life. We always think that if we get this or that, we will be happy and satisfied forever. But that's never happened. Our wandering mind and intellect doesn't allow us to be satisfied forever. Therefore, if we want to achieve steady mind and intellect, we must first act on our senses. Once we become succeed in controlling our senses, thereby become neutral in any situation, we will lead to a path of steady mind and intellect. So how can we achieve steady mind and intellect? Answer is bring Krishna Nam in life and thereby achieve control over senses, which in lead us to steady mind and intellect. Shloka 66. नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयतः शांति शान्तस्य कूतः सुखम्. Service is connection point. While explaining about steady mind and intellect, Supreme Lord Krishna further said to Arjuna that a person without yoga had no steady mind and intelligence. A person like this will not get peace of mind. And how one will be happy without peace of mind? Those who are living in a material world are all in search of peace of mind. We all are running to find answer to a question of how can we achieve peace of mind and thereby we can be happy forever. We do number of things to get peace of mind, but in doing so, we forget to connect Supreme Lord Krishna in true sense, who is Supreme God. When we increase our Krishna consciousness by way of bhakti, japa, and service to Supreme Lord Krishna, then automatically our mind will start experiencing peace. Connecting to Supreme Lord Krishna is very important, and serving Supreme Lord Krishna is one of the way to connect him. Do your work, duties as service to Lord Krishna. So, how can we achieve peace of mind? Answer is do your work, duties as service to Supreme Lord Krishna. Connect with Him through our service, japa, and bhakti. Gradually, we will achieve peace of mind. Shloka 67. Indriyanam hi charatam yanmanonyu tadasya harati pragyam vayurna vibhavansasi. Destruction of mind. Supreme Lord Krishna said to Arjuna that just like strong wind take away with it a boat on the water, whatever wherever wind flows. In same way, if our one of the senses on which our mind focuses can carry away our intelligence with it. While living in a material world, most of us unable to focus on what we are doing. There are numerous reasons surrounded to distract us from what we are doing or what we want to do. These reasons are not actually root cause of our mind distraction, but our attachment to sense gratification is what leads us to distract our focus. Therefore, to reduce sense gratification from anything, we need to gradually increase our engagement in the service of Supreme Lord Krishna. So, how can we save ourselves from destruction of mind? Answer is we need to gradually increase our engagement in the service of Supreme Lord Krishna. Shloka 68. Tasmadasya mahabhao nigruhitani sarvashah indriyanindriyarthebhya stasya prajna pratishtita. Achieving steady intelligence. Supreme Lord Krishna said to Arjuna that a person who able to keep all his senses under control is a person of steady intelligence. In our day-to-day life, we came across with such situations where we are unable to keep our intellect calm and steady. Why this has happened? Why our intellect wander here and there? Sense gratification lead us to distract our mind and unstable our intellect. If we want to achieve calm, steady intellect, we need to be Krishna conscious. When we start doing every act by remembering Supreme Lord Krishna, then it would be automatically lead us to become Krishna conscious. So to achieve steady intellect, what needs to be done? Answer is Krishna consciousness. And to become Krishna conscious, we need to do every act by remembering Supreme Lord Krishna. Shloka 69. यानीशा सर्वभूतानां तस्या जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. Ignorance of self-realization. Supreme Lord Krishna further said to Arjuna that a night to all other beings is where wise one remain awake, and when all other beings remain awake is where wise one asleep. While living in a material world, we are surrounded by many things. We get involved in those things in such a way that many of us unable to realize our own true potential. We just walk on a path where parameters either set by us or by society. We think that this is the way of living and we need to. This is where spirituality and Shrimad Bhagavad Gita comes into play. Spiritual reading and association with spiritual beings helps us to break those set parameters and to walk on a path of awakening. So, what needs to be done to find out our own true potential? Answer is spiritual reading and association with spiritual beings is what help us to find out our own true potential. Shloka 70. आपूर्यमानमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत्कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमान्मोति न कामकामी. Right direction to focus. Supreme Lord Krishna said to Arjuna that just as the water that enters the ocean, which maintains its boundaries even when water is flowing in from all sides, becomes stagnant, similarly, a person who is not disturbed by flow of various desires can alone achieve peace. A person who wish for desires can't achieve peace. In our day to day life, we are just running behind to fulfill our various desires. In fulfilling those desires, we lost our focus completely. Unless we calm and peaceful, we are unable to do anything with complete focus. And a path to become calm and peaceful starts when we do every act under Krishna consciousness. So, how can we provide right direction to focus? Answer is when we do every act under Krishna consciousness. Shloka 71st. विहाय कामन्यः सर्वानुपांशरति निःस्पृह निर्ममो निरहङ्कार स शान्तिमधिगच्छति. Need to change the quality of desires to attain real peace. Supreme Lord Krishna further said to Arjuna that a person who has given up all desires for sense gratification, who lives free from desires, who has given up all sense of proprietorship and is devoid of false ego, he alone can attain real peace. At the battleground, Arjuna's stand not to battle shows his own sense satisfaction. But when he became fully Krishna conscious, he fought back and won. In our day-to-day life too, we have number of desires to fulfill. If all those desires, sense gratification doesn't have Krishna conscious, then it will be definitely not going to produce or provide good results. Achieving such kind of desires in material world result in loss of peace. We don't need to be desireless or senseless, but what we need to do is to change the quality of our desires, just like Arjuna did and won. So, is that mean we need to desireless or senseless to attain peace? Answer is we need to change the quality of our own desires and just surrender to Supreme Lord Krishna to attain real peace. Shloka 72. And after that, our chapter 2 ends here. एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वा स्यामन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमृच्छति. Difference between material world and spiritual world. While explaining about the spiritual and godly life, Supreme Lord Krishna further said to Arjuna that this is indeed the Brahmi state. Upon attaining this state, one is no longer deluded. Even at the time of death, remaining in this state, one attains the bliss of Brahma, which is the essence of immortality. As we are living in a material world, we all are considering it as real, but it is not the case. There is a world of spirituality called Krishna Dham. That is the world where our soul needs to be taken. Material world is a world for physical body and material desires attached to it. To uplift our soul from material world to spiritual world, that is Bhagavad Dham, we need to perform all our duties in material world in Krishna consciousness. So, how can we uplift our soul from material world to spiritual world? Answer is chanting Hare Krishna every day and must do all our duties in this material world in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.